And we are live with the world famous American classic Bobby May.
What's up, Drew?
How's it going?
Good, man. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, of course. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the first time we did a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to it again today, just so I didn't repeat myself.
I never went back and revisited because that's
It's hard to listen to yourself.
Yeah.
You know, but I was so stoned, I think, because I
was probably
I never smoked really before podcasts, and you were here, and I was excited to see you, excited to chat, so I was like, let's do it. And then I could tell I was super passionate about everything I was talking about, so it was exciting.
Yeah. I heard good things. I had good feedback. My mom listened.
How long ago was that? Maybe two months ago?
I think it was,
or was it longer than that?
I think it was at least 3-4 months ago. I want to say. Feels like way longer to me. It really does.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me
was.
back.
Yeah, of course.
So soon, that's flattering. That.
Yeah.
But I remember last time, and I thought it was gonna be 2 hours, and then the hour was up. I was like, oh damn, I'm on a roll.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
And then we went to Continental Room, and we shotgun beers in the parking lot.
Yeah,
I remember that. Can't remember why we were there.
Somebody was Miguel was DJing. I don't know.
Damn, Miguel. He was almost gonna be my wingman tonight for the show. But
I know.
He
he
backed
him.
out last minute. He had a mixer to move. Shout out Miguel.
Yeah, he's got a friend
up?
who's DJing tonight somewhere.
Yeah, Continental Room 2000s night. Felipe Flores, the artist. Yeah,
the artist.
Yeah, the artist. He does lots of good art. He does.
Felipe Flores. I don't know that guy.
Yeah, you should meet him. You should have him on the show. He's a local.
Cool.
Totally.
So last time we saw each other was the High Curbs Audacity Skin Mag This Uni show, which was last weekend
at the Observatory Constellation Room, which I have not been in. I haven't been there in a few years, at least. I think it was good. I was proud of the boys. They killed it. The new keyboard player John, it made me very happy. Definitely felt like the old guy.
Yeah, there were a lot of young kids there.
Yeah.
Well, it was an all ages show.
Yeah, which is great. It is totally. But I think, I don't know, it's High Curbs bringing them out, or the other bands bringing them out.
Well, High Curbs definitely bring a lot of the young kids out because High Curbs are loosely related to Thrasher. Yeah, they've been featured in some Thrasher stuff.
No way.
And the kids love it. The kids love the punk rock.
Yeah, they do. They love to get a little wild and throw it around.
It's so funny because from having the Psychic Wave account, I've gone through and looked at a bunch of people's Instagrams, and I noticed a lot of young kids there that are what we would call clout famous. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
And they were all dressed to the nines, dressed up, all look like brand new clothes.
The
you know
show
what I mean?
Clothes,
yeah,
or whatever.
And then we show up looking wearing clothes from.
What are you trying to say?
We're actually, I mean,
no. I know
how
what
old do you think that jacket is? That was probably a guy's before you, and he died in that jacket.
That's what I heard.
That's that thrifted goodness.
Still smell him.
Actually, this might be your jacket.
Passed on down through
yeah,
a thrift
I think
store?
you might have left it here.
Definitely not my jacket.
Oh no?
No.
Somebody left a jacket here one of the nights you were hanging out back here.
Oh.
Anyway,
Wasn't
my
mine,
point
but
is most of us we have our we just show up in the clothes we wear every day. But these clout kids, they show up brand new,
I know.
Stuff.
I know.
And it's cool. I mean, they're into fashion and art and all that.
I got my Saturday night clothes.
Saturday night clothes.
I do.
Bobby,
I got my nice socks, my nice underwear. I got my nice my button ups. I've been really into button ups lately. I've been a t-shirt guy all my life, and now I'm damn, I'm 29. I like a button up. It feels good. It does. It feels clean. It looks nice. But and then there's no associations with it outside. T-shirts always have a decal, a print, or something.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just don't want to fucking represent anything.
Yeah.
Except myself.
It's true. I like that. Yeah. I mean, you got the bob on your jacket.
I do.
But it's nice to get that. You can roll up your sleeves too.
Yeah. When it's hot. God, California. We're in the California winter right now, which is lovely. But come summertime, I'm going to be eating my words about the button-up long sleeve. I do love a long sleeve. I love a button-up.
Yeah, have you spent a summer in your room yet?
Yeah, I spent the end of last summer in my room.
How was that?
It was brutal. Not so much for me.
It was brutal.
More for I was constantly worried about my records because
you've got a
like
lot of records.
if it's
in there.
like if the windows aren't open, the door's not cracked, it's gonna be like if it's 100 outside, it's definitely 10 degrees hotter in the garage.
Yeah.
And that's like a big part of my livelihood, not to mention how much fucking money
a big part
spent
Yeah.
spent those puppies.
There's so many. You've got so many collectibles in that room.
I know. So I'd hate to have them.
Have you ever had a record you really loved get ruined by heat, like actual heat warpness? I've never had that.
I've
happen.
had a few. Yeah.
Would you leave them in a car?
No. I'm really good about the car thing.
Yeah. I mean, never.
Even like sometimes I'll DJ and I'll leave them in the car overnight, but like it's where it's like an alarm clock where I wake up. No matter how hard I partied the night before, I wake up at like 8:39. I'm like, okay, get them out, and then bring them in, and then go back to bed.
Nice. How late did you stay at the High Curbs thing? Because I left and I couldn't find you.
I think
or was I there?
I think I stayed till the end. I don't know. Audacity was I watched the High Curbs. I did watch most of the High Curbs, and I watched Audacity. They were the only bands I watched. So yeah, other bands. But
it was a fun night though. There were a lot of good people that came out.
A lot of my friends. Yeah, hanging out backstage. It was nice. It was cool. It
was nice being able to just walk into the green room and get free beer.
yeah.
Because I had come into a little bit of money that day, and I was like, well, I won't feel too bad. I'll just blow it at the bar. But then
it ran out at one point.
It did run out.
And I did buy one tall can at the bar of what they had for free in the green room, and I ordered it, and then the guy told me it was $11, and I felt like slapping myself.
Because they were tall cans.
Yeah.
For a Modelo or a PBR?
It was a Modelo.
Yeah.
$11,
it's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm kind of I'm off drinking right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Do a little cleanse, but at the same time hopefully save some money.
yeah.
It costs a lot to drink, man.
It can.
It's a habit.
Definitely. Even if you're not going to bars and it's just like a casual pick up a 6-pack from home, like
yeah, but I feel like
can add up.
When I drink, the buying it for home adds up, buying it for the podcast adds up. And then when I'm drinking, I always want to go get food. Or so I feel like I'm always spending money on food.
And then you're like, I'll buy it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm all drunk. No, I'll buy it for you guys.
Triple double, whatever.
And I got a girlfriend, so if I'm drinking, that means she's drinking. So if we're at a bar, that means the tab is a lot higher. No, but she pays for some of my stuff too. Aww. But it's like it adds up.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm deep drink right now.
Deep drink?
Deep drink. Yeah, I drink, not daytime, but I do. I don't know.
On the weekends, I'll drink during the day when I do drink.
My good excuse is like I tie it into my creativity, but
you're like I'm gonna loosen up with the drink and play some music.
Country, yeah, it can help the blood flow.
I definitely wrote probably 4 songs in a row where I only drank Jameson while recording them and while writing them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel like these songs have a Jameson vibe, some whiskey vibe.
Something about it turns off. I feel like it turns off a highly critical part of your brain, which can hold you back from some things. And instead you just let go.
Maybe.
And then sometimes you just let go, and then you let go, and you forget it, and it's gone. So it's a double-edged sword.
I can't. I mean, I haven't smoked weed in a while, but I can't smoke weed and write music. I've tried. I forget.
I can smoke weed and play music, but writing songs is different. You know what I mean?
It'll take too long.
Yeah. And
writing songs is all about cocaine, Black Sabbath.
Yes. that's something I don't dabble in too much, but I mean, to each his own. If you get something out of it, Sabbath did. Fuck.
Yeah, I heard that he like still did a bunch of coke for the very last album that they wrote, and I was like, I just don't think I could be doing coke at. How old is that guy?
Now or then?
Well, when was the last album?
Last album with Ozzy? I think the last album was with Ozzy was Technical Ecstasy.
Last
which
Ozzy.
might have been 76. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath was, I think that's like the fucking high point for that. I think it was 75. Don't quote me. I only work in a record store.
So wait. So they've got an album 13.
Mob Rules was Mob Rules the last one. 13
is the 19th and final studio album by English rock band.
Well, there's
Black
a lot
Sabbath.
more than cocaine too going on.
Oh, I'm sure. But supposedly he was still doing a bunch of coke, and that was recently, ish.
Oh no! We're talking even.
Yeah, I think. Wait. When was that album? Let's see. 13. Yeah, 2013. It was released. Was he playing with them? Why doesn't it say?
We're just talking about not Sabbath, but me and Kyle Gibson. Shout out.
Yeah,
I know you're listening.
Yeah, he was there. Ozzy was They recorded an album in 2013, and supposedly a bunch of coke happened. He must have been an old man.
If it's good, that's the problem with coke. It's not good.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad coke out there.
Marky Smith on the Fall. You know, I have a fairly limited knowledge of them, but the stuff I do like a whole lot. And that guy, I think his death anniversary, I think, was either yesterday or today. I don't
know who we're talking about.
The Fall, Marky Smith. Oh my God, they were.
I'm out of it, man.
You're like,
I'm not hip.
Let me hip you, man. They were like quintessential English punk, post-punk band. They had the ragtag vibe, kind of, but they made it work for them. No, it seemed like nobody could play, but they worked it to their advantage.
Well, it seemed like nobody could play.
Yeah. I mean, okay, you know, they're coming out of the school of like rock and roll. You know, it's like you're supposed to know your licks, you're supposed to know your shit. They didn't give a fuck about that. They just played and they made it work. It's.
We talking like MC5 kind of stuff?
Not at all.
No?
It's hard to find like a real precedent for it. Like the closest thing right now that comes to mind I could think of is like weird Captain Beefheart Magic Band era kind of shit but it's not quite as like it's not even quite as bluesy and avant as that, but it still has like this je ne sais quoi about it. They rip it, and it's a catastrophe. We will all play something for you after the show. But he was a notorious boozer, smoker, speed taker, and he made those. He was like he was. Oh, I don't know if I call him a poet, but he wrote very well.
Okay.
I don't think he'd refer to himself as a poet. He'd probably like talk shit on everybody in this room in a heartbeat.
Probably.
In a good way, a negative way. Yeah. A very awesome negative way. Positivity and negativity, that's been on my mind a lot. I see people flaunting positivity, and it kind of makes me negative, which is a funny reaction to positivity.
You mean when they're being showy about it?
Some people are kind
when
of
they floss
about. Yeah. It's just like positive vibes. And it's like I kind of understand. But
I mean, when they're like preaching the positive vibe, like mantra and lifestyle.
Yeah. It almost makes me more negative, which is the opposite reaction that they're going for. And it's like, don't two negatives make a positive? If I'm a room full of negative people, aren't we positive?
I saw this really cringy video that somebody posted where they're like talking over the background, and it's like a guy and a girl, and they're like, I can't believe that life has led us here. Like just a year ago, we met at Whole Foods, and now we're living together. And it's just like, we're so one. We're just like, and we're just living in the moment. And they're dead serious. This isn't even like a parody video or anything. I thought it was a Whole Foods ad, which it still might be because they mention Whole Foods a lot of times, but it's filmed like some.
Sounds like some fools who went to Fire Festival or something.
Yeah, no,
and
very
still had a good time.
Very
Positive.
entitled, out of touch kind of people. That's what's been on my mind lately. People that are just out of touch. Like,
I'm not saying you shouldn't be positive.
yeah, but there's
realistic is like a good thing to shoot for. You shouldn't be negative just to be negative. You shouldn't be positive just to be positive.
well, realism is filled with negativity.
Yeah.
So, but when
Yes,
somebody's
it is.
being real, I somehow like appreciate it more. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can always tell when they're
It's
trying to be
sincerity, you know.
positive in it. Like, I have this friend who is dating this girl who, do you know what Reiki is?
I do not.
Okay, so Reiki is this thing where it's like, if you have like shoulder pain,
Reiki.
I would like put my hands on your shoulder and like send positive energy to your
man.
shoulder.
See, okay.
But his
It's
girlfriend,
interesting.
but there's no scientific evidence between
No,
it.
yeah.
And some people do feel better after it. But the reason is because somebody took time out of their day to like touch you and like take time to try to care for you. And it's like when a mom rubs a baby's tummy. Like there's no medical benefits to that really, but it just makes you feel better.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he lives with this girl, and he's like, I don't know, dude. I'm fucking living with her. Like, I don't believe it, but I can't like talk shit on it. And he doesn't believe in it. But it's that like pseudo, like just
Yeah.
positive vibes.
Kind of new agey. And that's the funny thing is that some new agey stuff I can kind of relate to, and in certain ways, you know, there's certain new age music that I can understand. It's not like I cast that to the wind or whatever, but like there's this dude I know, Johnny Basel, DJ Johnny Basel, shout out.
Okay.
I DJ'd those couple growler shows not too long ago at the Wiltern.
Is that the guy with his shirt off?
Yeah, this guy, tan, muscular, shirt off, long hair, don't care. And I mean, I wouldn't say he's like a positive man, but he's on the energy train, and he gives energy massages, and he's all like, that's his like thing. He's a trip. If you haven't met him, you don't know him, but if you see him on social media, you might know him. But try and meet him in person. I'm still waiting for one of those energy massages. Maybe I could use it. And I was even talking to him about negativity.
Yeah.
Because I thought like for sure like he was gonna shoot. Like I was like, dude, I've been like pretty negative lately. Like, and he was like, that's okay. Like that's just like what it is, you know? But we DJ'd those shows together.
Nice.
And they were a ton of fun.
I mean, I call that, just riding the wave. Sometimes I'm riding a positivity wave. Things are good for a while. And sometimes I'm riding a negative wave. But I'm just riding it out till it hits the shore. It breaks off and comes back. But I don't know, meeting guys like that, it always weirds me out. There's this weird sexual vibe.
I mean,
I'm not saying he's not a good guy. I'm just saying there's always this weird sexual vibe with people like that. And I think it's just the fact that they want to give me energy massages. Like, it just weirds me out.
I'm open to it, which is the funny, weird thing.
I mean, but don't you think there is like, I mean, it's just human on human contact. I guess that's what.
Something sexual stuff is weird. You could be. Is everything sexual? Is everything an accident? What's?
I'm not high enough for this conversation.
Yeah,
but it's
I'm
that.
not.
No, that. What's that scene from Pulp Fiction where he's like, "Why do you throw that guy out of the window? Because he gave his wife a foot rub."
Oh yeah,
and he's like, "You threw him out of a window because he gave his wife a foot rub?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course. That's like super weird."
Yeah.
And he goes, "That's not weird." And he goes, "Would you give me a foot rub?" And he goes, "No."
No, yeah.
Because it's got some weird sexual tension to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this guy's a weirdo. It's just I've met a few people that do like the Reiki thing and they energy massages, and maybe I'm just not open enough.
He's good. I haven't even had him, and he's good.
You can already feel it.
I haven't even had him. See, even that is like sexually charged. But,
and I mean, yeah, he's a sweaty guy, muscular guy with his shirt off, talking about giving energy massages.
he plays some funky stuff.
You liked his set?
I loved his set. We went for 5 for 5 songs.
Oh, nice. You
With 2
DJ'd
nights.
together.
together 2 nights in a
nice.
row, and I've known him. You know, I know his taste. I admire his taste and his whole style. It's different from my style. You know, he had his shirt off. I had my shirt on.
That's very different.
But yeah. But no, we
You know what you should have done?
we
You
meshed
should have
very
started
well.
just taking off your shirt too.
No.
And then he would have been like, dude, this is my thing.
I was in a full-blown Santa suit.
Oh, that's right. That's
right. It was excellent. Hard. It's weird to like try and win over a crowd of like 2,000 people.
Yeah.
Like to like, especially when they just want to see like the band they want to see.
You were doing well. I saw some good
Yeah,
videos.
no,
You got
it
people
was fun.
dancing.
There was some good moments. Biggest moment I played we've touched on the subject, the Smiths before, but played There Is a Light That Will Never Go Out by the Smiths, and the fucking crowd was singing along to every song.
Oh,
People
nice.
were throwing their babies in the air, twisting shirts. It was like a sports game. It was insane.
People go
Incredibly
off
validating.
for the Smiths
They do.
and for Morrissey.
Totally.
I love
Especially
the
in
Smiths.
Southern California. It's a big thing here.
Yeah.
It's a big thing here. It's I don't know. My teenage years, they were big, and I kind of shunned them. Tried to get away from that depressive negativity, and then it's back. It's back in my life.
It's back. So you're on a Smiths wave?
Yeah, I am. I haven't listened to him this week, but a lot. It's funny because Morrissey and Johnny. I mean, it's like people think the Smiths and they see Morrissey, which is completely wrong.
But Johnny Marr.
There were 3 incredible other actual musicians in the band. Who fucking killed it the whole time.
I think Morrissey does a great job of laying down very interesting vocal melodies, and I'd consider him a good writer in some way. But man, you could take that music and just listen to an instrumental of like all of those albums.
I wish there were instrumentals. I've been saying that for a decade now.
Yeah,
man.
that would be really good.
I wish there were. And I mean, it's hard to remove him from his statements, especially as he gets older and older.
He's
ridiculous. He's a clown.
He just became a parody of himself, which is so sad.
Yeah, that's what you get when you get worshipped. Fuck.
I don't know. Okay, maybe, but he's made a lot of decisions that I think he did not have to make, and I think his ego got in the way.
Yeah, he's always had one. He's a decent writer. He's a decent songwriter. He's got lines.
But we're in a dark phase, are we, Bobby? I'm feeling it a little bit. I've been dipping my toes in the darkness a little bit. Do you sleep through the night?
Yeah, I do. I dream a lot.
Yeah,
I dream a lot.
But like, is it more often that you sleep right when you hit the bed and then like you wake up right when you're supposed to wake up in the morning, or do you like get up a lot in the night?
I really don't get up in the night. There's occasions.
You're so lucky.
There's occasions where I wake up in the middle of the night. Sometimes it's dream related.
I've been having bad dreams, man.
You're having bad dreams?
Yeah.
My dreams are dreams are a big part of life.
I had
the waking world. That's the funny thing.
So I decided the day before I turned 25, I was like, I'm going to try to not drink for a while.
Yeah.
Because
I've done it.
I feel like stuff was just, I felt like it was about to hit, or shit was about to hit the fan.
Uh-huh.
And then like 2 days into like going sober off of like everything, I get this dream where I'm dreaming that I'm awake but trying to fall asleep in bed.
That's a trip.
And I can't move, but this like huge like demon thing comes up right up to my ear, and in this low voice says, "Now we are one."
Mm-hmm.
And then I woke up and I was like, I'm trying to get away from that, man. I feel like I'm too close to the darkness. That's why I don't know what that means, but I'm trying to get away from it right now.
Yeah. There could be, there's lots of textbooks you could read about that. Dreams are funny things. A lot of times, like I could see, they do mean things.
Well, yeah, clearly I think that was me making my vices into I was personifying my vices.
Nice, good. You
I'm
read
trying to
into it
get
well enough.
away
I feel
from it.
like. Yeah.
But also could be possessed now. But as long as the demons are trying to join me, now we are one instead of like take me over or kill me. I mean, I'm open to it.
You ever watch Sopranos?
I've watched the whole first season.
Keep going.
Okay.
I'm 20 years late on that train. Just celebrated the anniversary, but I watched the season 5 finale last night. It's been a big thing in my last 3 months, and dreams play a huge part in that. And
even in the first season they do.
Yeah, even in the first season, it's a huge reoccurring thing in them. And another huge reoccurring thing in this series is this like confessional aspect, whether it's like early on with like Carmela with her priest, or like Tony with his psychiatrist, or Bobby May with his psychic wave, and the confessional,
Yeah.
People really need to talk about themselves. It's a weird outlet, and the things you don't talk about, even if you do talk about them, sometimes I guess they come back to you in dreams.
This podcast has definitely helped me like empty the
old banks.
Yeah, the banks, and kind of refresh, and especially talking to like other people about what they're going through. It sparks new things, and then we kind of old things get rehashed, and you resolve some things you didn't think you were going to resolve. What kind of dreams you got?
Oh, those are some of them. I had a weird 4-part dream this last week.
I thought you were going to say foursome dream.
No. I haven't had a sexual dream in a while. Just, they're nice. They might as well be real sometimes.
Yeah. I think it's worth it.
When you wake up, that's like quite a feeling.
Yeah.
But
it's always weird when it's somebody you did not expect. You're like, oh, okay, that was weird.
Somebody once told me that talking about dreams is the most boring thing you could do.
I know.
I think that's utter bullshit. I mean, it is.
I know a lot of people that feel that way, but I say fuck them.
Yeah. It's one thing if you're talking on deaf ears with people who don't really know you or anything, but if you're talking among friends, I think discussing them, is like.
Well, if we're looking at it from like an analytical point of view, I think people just think it's the same thing as like talking about if aliens are real or if God is real. It's like those are all good theories, but we don't know. Anyway, what's a 4-part dream? I want to hear Bobby May's. What's in Bobby May's head?
This is weird. I'll go into it. Okay, the first dream number 1 was like my mom telling me and they're all related to real world events that were going on within the week, so it's not like it's out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. But the first one was like my mom like telling me she was like actually in love with me, which is like it's a huge thing. You know, it's like a Freudian thing. And I'm reading that book V, and there was references to Freud a lot in one chapter, and of course that's why I clicked in, because the big, what does anybody think about Freud? When you think about Freud, the big thing is
fucking
your mom, fucking your dad. It's like the parent complex or whatever.
Yeah,
and I nothing weird happened, guys. Trust me. But it was like I shunned it, and then she kind of she morphed, and it was like demonic. She like totally, and I was just like, it was weird. That was because I was like kind of like ignoring her. Like I felt like within the week, like I wanted to reach out, but like I was just like kind of busy and weird. And
I feel you sometimes.
And that was like kept neglecting it, and then it fucking ate into my subconscious. The second dream was right before I went to bed. I was reading about Davy Crockett, reading about all the stuff Davy Crockett did. Because in the beginning, the book V, they were talking about like one person's like, oh, he was a drunk, and I was just like, I don't know, David, the King of the Wild Frontier. And so I was reading. I read like the whole Davy Crockett Wikipedia page, and
nice.
like, I mean, like, yeah, he might have been a drunk. He probably did some shitty shit, like. He was a frontiersman. It was like weird.
It's a rough life.
He was like fucking. He got his like whole businesses annihilated over and over by like floods and stuff. He was elected to the Tennessee Congress. He was he was a statesman for Tennessee, which I didn't realize. And the Alamo thing, the showdown at the Alamo. He died there.
Right.
But my dream was I was a frontiersman, and I was like walking around. This is dream number 2. And
this is all in the same night?
This is all in one night. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All in a row. And my dream was people were shooting at me, and I was telling myself, oh, this is just a dream. Like, if you just like hide really good, like they won't be able to shoot you. Like, being able to acknowledge you're in a dream is such a twisted thing. And
I love that.
They didn't shoot me. But then I was like walking through these rocks, and there was like water falling all around me. And I was trying to get out of like this tiny rock cave. It was like Tom Sawyer's Island or something. But every entrance I came to was either a waterfall or like a cliff. All right, read into that as how you shall. Dream number 3 was I had piercings all over my body.
Oh, that's weird.
Piercings in my nose, piercings in my eyebrows, piercings in my shoulder blades. And they were getting tugged at. Like, it was like a painful thing where I was like, why do I've never had a piercing. And they were just like painful, and I was like trying to remove them. That was like because there was like some things I was watching this fashion documentary with some of the roommates, and there was this like super problematic like Hindu appropriation thing where like all the people were they were dressed to the nines, like with their Hindu apparel, and they all had like these piercings and stuff, and like
none of them were Hindu.
Henna and stuff or whatever, and that's where that came from.
I've had dreams about like having tattoos that weren't there,
really,
and I got really like because I have tattoos, but having a tattoo that's not there.
Do you remember what they are?
I don't.
Were they moving? Were they alive tattoos?
I've had tattoos where they do move, especially like, when you look down at your hands or your arms in a dream, they morph lots of times, and that's how you know you're dreaming. But I've written in my journals a lot of my dreams, and there was one specifically that I was so upset that I got.
Do you remember what it was?
I don't remember.
But you were just upset. You like, I got this. It's forever.
I did get the last tattoo dream I had. I got an eye. Like a hieroglyphic eye on my middle finger. So you have
more than one tattoo. Tattoos in dreams are... It's happened multiple
3 times, I think. Yeah. But I got one on my finger, like a hieroglyphic eye tattoo. Huh. And I liked that one. Yeah. But, I don't know.
You follow through. It sounds kind of
I was thinking about it. Yeah. Depending on if this line of work works out.
4th dream was a weird ship dream. I was on a giant, like a big ship with my roommates. Yeah. And instead of like launching into the ocean like normally a ship would, we were like on this giant waterfall half pipe. And it was like, this is just how it goes. This is like the most nonsensical dream. I don't know where it came from. And we tried to ride the half pipe and it didn't work. And it was just like turbulent. And the ship started flooding. We ended up landing fine, but it was just like, and we were partying, but the ship was flooded, and we were like all partying on this flooded ship.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, those were the 4 dreams. One night, down with within the last week. Not to like, I know I said dreams are boring, but
no, personally, I love it. I do understand why people might not want to hear somebody else's dreams.
Yeah. Especially on the podcast.
Yeah, but I don't care. I think it's, I like it. So this is my podcast. We're going to talk about dreams.
Hell yeah.
But, and there's a song I really like where it's like.
Fleetwood Mac Dreams. I know. I love that song.
That's a good one
Drew.
Too. But what's the Foxygen one where it's like, when you wake up in the morning, how I long to tell you all of my dreams. Something like that. Yeah, how can you really? But I love that line. It's like, when I wake up in the morning, how I long to tell you all of my dreams. Or something like that. And it's just, I feel like you should tell your loved ones your dreams. I like it.
It's funny that people refer to like goals and aspirations as dreams, as if they're part of that world, the other world. I know. Insight.
By the way, hi, Twanner. Good to see you.
We're live, huh?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh shit, I forgot about that aspect.
We got a little chat going on here.
I brought I did bring my guitar. I would like to.
I want to use this shout out here to break out a little advertisement. This is how I make my money, folks. If you want to support the podcast, you can get a T-shirt at
I didn't even
thepsychicwave.com. And that
tell
helps
me.
support the podcast. And yeah, basically, these are all hand printed by myself. The design is mine, all that. But if you want to help support the podcast, give me some extra spending money and get me some more butt wipes because I ran out. That's www.thepsychicwave.com, and you can buy one, and I'll ship it to you. Anyway, I wanted to do that around 30 minutes. I know, like, professional
I was curious
podcasts.
where we were.
Yeah, we're like 35 minutes in, and yeah, we got a few comments here. Most people just being annoying, but
okay.
yeah, I did a
Better than annoyed.
yeah, that's true.
I suppose.
I did a podcast with the guy that was out back there, Sam
last
Pepper.
week. Yeah.
He's a huge YouTube star.
Huh.
And man, there were just floods of people in the chat room like 2 nights ago, and people are crazy.
What's his gift? Like, why is he this? Why is he a star?
He got started. He was on Big Brother in the UK, and then he started doing like
where's he from?
prank videos and stuff.
Do you know where he's from in the UK? I should.
No idea. No, but yeah. So I got a lot of people talking on the chat yesterday. A lot of people being really supportive, and man, a lot of people just, like you said, being negative Nancy's.
No, yeah. Well, I try not to. Mother always said, if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. I'm not negative, you know. It's one thing if we're in a conversation one-on-one, I'm trying to be real, but it's another thing if it's just like, you suck at the show, like, short of a couple tequilas,
right.
like, you will never catch me doing that. Like, I don't want to bring people down.
Well, that's what the internet does, I think.
I know. It's fucking awful.
And,
God.
yeah, people were saying
That's
some negative stuff.
Anti-social media. That's the thing, is I see shit on fucking social media, and it just, like, drives me crazy.
Well, let's,
it really does.
Speaking of social media,
bullshit.
you're still doing the 2Js thing, right?
2Js, catch me next night and every Thursday. Yeah, that's one of the better things in my life. I love it.
Yeah, 2Js. You can go see Bobby May DJing. That's a awesome bar here in Fullerton.
Hell yeah.
It's just divey enough for
Just
you to have a lot of fun with your friends.
Do what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, play some pool.
I love that they give you the
milk jug.
the milk jugs filled with
32
alcohol.
ounces to freedom.
Jesus. 2 of those and I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, that's my night.
But yeah, I've seen you there a bunch of nights, and
Thank you for
it's always fun.
bringing out people. It's always super.
Yeah, you get people moving.
It's only been
funky.
better and better too. It's been crazy. I've been there a year now, and it's like I look back. Like a year ago, 6 months ago was like, yeah, but now I'm like, damn, I'm fucking rock every fucking night I can. Everybody has their off nights, especially when it's on like a weekly thing. You do the podcast pretty much weekly, right?
Yeah, I do at least one probably.
You get, some nights you just
sometimes I'm tired of it.
Yeah, totally.
And like even the other night when I did the podcast with Sam Pepper, like I knew I was going to get a good amount of views on that one because he was telling his fans to come over here and check it out, which was really sweet of him. But even though I was super excited for that, I was tired and I wasn't like feeling it.
Yeah.
You know? But you still got to do it.
Yeah.
Do your job.
Turn on.
Yeah.
But
you always seem
like a couple
of
those milk
2Js.
jugs will help you get into anything.
You DJ'd the night after our Christmas party or something there, and you were like DJing doing your thing, and I was like, how you doing? And you're like, I'm feeling pretty bad. I'm pretty hungover. Or it was for your birthday.
Yeah. No, the 2Js had the holiday party on my birthday.
Oh.
And I went, and that was like pretty soon after I was going through like an immediate breakup, and
that's right.
Not only that, birthdays suck for me. Birthdays suck.
Why?
Yeah, there's so many reminders about. I don't know.
You didn't have good birthday parties when you were little?
I had supportive family members and stuff. I got good gifts. They weren't bad, but I know I never had a birthday party when I was little.
Okay,
never.
Was your family like Jehovah's Witness or something?
No, we were just pretty non-denominational Christian.
Got it. Yeah, my dad, he was brought up Jehovah's Witness, and his friends threw him his first birthday party when
That's
he was
great,
like
'cause
20
they don't do
something.
parties at all.
No.
Yeah,
And
any holidays. At
Okay,
all.
when I say my dad grew up Jehovah's Witness, he was totally anti all religion, but he grew up in a family where no Christmas, no birthdays, no nothing.
Totally. I have a good friend, Patty, shout out.
And yeah, so he never got like Christmas and all that stuff. And so I feel that it's really important to him to like have good ones for his kids, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I always had really good experiences with birthday parties.
Awesome, man. You just had one.
Yeah, I did.
Happy birthday, Drew.
Thank you. I'm 25 now.
Damn. 29. Mine was December.
Yeah.
So
it's funny. It's like when you're in the music scene, the age, the lines don't matter as much. Because I played music with 40-year-olds, and we're having a kicking old time. You know what I mean? But yeah, thanks. I just this year's, I think, gonna be weird for me. Like I've been playing it down a little bit, but I feel that it's very necessary that I watch out with the partying this year. I feel like I had a lot of fun when I was 24.
If that's what you get,
and
telling you.
I feel like it could go off the rails at 25. So far, even on my birthday, I didn't drink, didn't do anything. I don't know.
From my point of view, I think you still got some years in you. If that's how if that's how you feel and that's how your gut's telling you, take it easy until you feel comfortable.
Well, I think we've all had friends that have gone off the rails a little bit.
Indeed.
And,
off the rails into the river. Like,
did you actually have a friend crash into a river?
I've never had a friend crash in the river.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like.
But it's a shitty metaphor for death.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
It's a little sad, but have I had a friend that has died? Well, okay. So I had a friend in high school that held up a weed delivery van with this other dude.
Not cool.
And not cool. And
let's put it lightly.
The guy that was making the delivery had a gun as well, and they had a gun. And my friend got killed. And
no way.
Yeah, and it was like the
God.
shittiest thing.
Fuck,
but
I did not see it going that. Yeah.
It was like, but at the same time, he always wanted to be a thug. He was like a rich kid that like wanted to be.
Yeah, I know some.
You know, it's like
I know some.
And he was a talented artist. He was so good at all that stuff, and he just wanted to be thug and paid the price. And he has a little brother who's, you know, here now that doesn't get his older brother. Sad shit. All over some drugs.
Totally.
If you consider weed drugs.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
It changes your, you know, your reality a bit.
It does. It's like weed, though, you know? I mean, like...
Yeah, you'd think it would be like somebody getting shot over heroin is like more typical, but somebody getting shot over weed in like 2012? Yeah, he's been gone a long time now. I think it was like 2012.
Damn.
But I'm not anywhere near that, but I definitely got to feeling that I was always putting something in my body.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand that.
So 25, I'm gonna try to cool it.
Good.
Cool.
Good. I've done it. The last time I took a big break was not just last December, but the December before. I quit drinking for a whole month, and it was great. It wasn't even hard. It was just something that
you felt you needed to do.
I was like, this is what I need.
See, that's what I was worried about. It was like it being hard being in the music scene because we're always around it.
If you can,
but so far I haven't, drank.
How long it been? How long?
It's only been like 2.5 days.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even on my birthday, I decided not.
Birthday
to
is
drink.
a big thing too.
Yeah.
My birthday, well, for me, birthday and Christmas, like the two fucking most like for me traumatic holidays are like, and I quit drinking for a whole month during like that time of.
Wow,
it was good.
Traumatic.
Yeah.
Got some past shit.
I mean, not like have to do specifically, but
yeah.
they bring the family together and
oh yeah, we talked about it a bit. Yeah.
Sometimes a lot of people is like good.
Yeah. I get it. I
Makes,
love my family, but they make it hard for me sometimes too.
Aw.
But
I met your dad tonight. Seems like a good guy.
Yeah, no, he's one of the best people in my life for sure. But what was it like, like being a week sober versus like a month sober? Did you feel any different?
I didn't feel any different, honestly. Like, it wasn't even hard. I didn't think about it much. There was this weird empowerment where
you were proud of yourself.
I was proud. I'm not even crazy proud of myself, but I was just like what I wanted. It was weird. Looking back on it now, like in a binge in some ways, like but I just wanted it, like I think I just like hit a point where I had done too much, and it caught up with me, and I was just like, my body is rejecting this. Like,
that's kind of how I felt.
I don't want it. Like, my body was straight up rejecting it.
I was getting panic attacks to the point where I thought I was
no fun
getting dosed with LSD.
Yeah, I understand. I can sympathize with you on that.
Couldn't sleep even though I was so tired. I don't know. It was something. Yeah, I was being told to stop.
Body's a resilient thing. It comes back.
It does, but I think I definitely need to give it a rest.
I know.
Yeah.
You should listen to your body. You should listen to your mind. You should listen to your body.
Yeah. You think you drink more now or when you were like 21?
I drink way more now.
You got good at it or what?
Now. I'm really good at it. And it doesn't even, the thing is, I can wake up. Like, it's rare that I have hangovers. I can drink. I hope, but none of my family's listening. But I can drink a whole lot, and
yeah, that's the thing too. Is I'm a good drinker.
I'm a real good drinker. The road touring and everything that taught me that. Like, it
taught you drinking, just not being able to
every night.
Yeah,
they took it from being like when there's something happening, but when you're touring, there's something happening every night.
Yeah. And there's a lot of downtime too on touring.
Downtime,
but you're still drinking.
And there's always an after party.
Always.
And like,
and then if you got to get up and somebody's got to drive at 6 a.m. to the next spot, it's like you still got to get up and do it.
Yeah.
It trains your body to.
It trains your body to neglect the hangover because you have to. It's a survival thing.
I love the rowdiness of rock and roll. I think that's something that's always been really alluring to me.
Lou Reed, you lied to me. You said it'd be all right.
That's what it is.
We're looking at
total excess. There you go.
I love him to death, man.
Book that I was given by my girlfriend, by the talented photographer Michael Zagaris. But yeah, Lou Reed's a good guy. As an example, he was a party animal.
He was.
He lived a long time for as hard as he partied.
He lived pretty long. Keith Richards is still alive. What up with that?
Yeah, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
It doesn't.
If Keith Richards alive and George Harrison is dead, the world makes no sense.
Oh, God. Shit, man. Get me sentimental or something right now.
I was watching those documentaries, the like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
Oh, yeah.
That
CNN did them.
Yeah, and I was watching the music ones yesterday on my birthday. And man, it was fun. But George Harrison's solo stuff after the Beatles broke up to me was just so good.
Yeah.
So
All
good.
Things Must Pass. I mean, I like not to shut it down to just that, but that album is fucking epic. It's a 3-disc album, if you're talking the vinyl LPs. Incredible. And what he was doing, like, he really flourished, like, right after that. Like, he was free.
He's probably my favorite Beatle.
The Lennon solo stuff, I feel like a lot of people know it. It's amazing. I'm just getting into some of the Paul solo stuff, and it's crazy how this, like, reoccurring thread of, like, this, like, this loss, like Paul's songs are like usually so upbeat and optimistic.
Yeah.
Even solo Paul stuff, but then there's like this early like post Beatles Paul solo stuff that is just like it breaks your heart, man. He's fucking lost. He's drunk. Like you wouldn't think he was. Like Lennon's the fucking melodramatic. He always is. Like God bless his heart.
Man.
Yeah. But Paul was going through it too right after the break.
Yeah, and then Ringo, he does
Oh,
really
I-
well right after, and he's just
Oh
all
my
like,
God.
he's
Peace and love, peace and love. Oh, Ringo. Oh, you don't.
he's another
There's
funny
so
one.
many ridiculous Ringo songs.
Yeah,
Uh,
but isn't that what's so great about it? He just wrote whatever he wanted to write.
yeah.
I don't think it's like
Please, no more fan mail. Please, please. I can't do
oh
it.
yeah,
I'm
that was a
terrible with
recent post,
accents.
wasn't it?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
in a
He made
couple
a
years.
post where he was asking for no more fan mail.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Who even sends mail?
He's so
Who knows?
for a
how
guy
to
all
get-
about peace and love, like his negativity is pretty funny.
He's a funny guy, but
How deep were we?
we're about 50 minutes in.
50 minutes? I would love to play a song if that's possible.
Yeah, for sure. You want to go get it?
Yeah, I got my guitar.
Let's do it. I'll keep
there's-
this. I'll keep this running while you go get that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because we're live. I'll have to stop it if I, So, folks, we're gonna have Mr. Bobby May, an American classic, Burger Records family member, play us a little song, which is awesome because I don't think we've done that on the live podcast yet. But oh, by the way, what was the chat person's name? Young Orange. Hey, glad to have some of the peppers here. I'm glad some of them stuck around. It's very sweet of you all. And I promise I'll get better at getting into the chat. On chats with more viewers, I'll probably do a section where me and buddies just talk to the chat room a little bit, which will be fun. But let's see here. Do you want to... let's see this here. We're going to get set up.
Hey, put lots of reverb on this shit. That's awesome. Thank you. I've been trying to write songs for like as long as I can remember. It's always been like pretty hard, you know. They start and they stop, but I've never had like a real companion buddy to like go with it. But this was like from the last couple weeks, and it was like I've done maybe a couple that I've been proud of, but this shit just came out real quick. Disappointed eyes look at me like I'm on the run. You can put me outside, but that won't change all the pissing I've done. I'm not sorry for dumb shit I don't regret. That look you gave, it haunts me. Those eyes I can't forget, those disappointed eyes. Disappointed eyes. Disappointed eyes. Disappointed eyes. Disappointed eyes. Look at me like they've lost all respect. I've given all I have. You took all you could take. I'm not sorry for dumb shit I don't regret. Life goes on. You must forgive before you forget those disappointed eyes. Disappointed eyes. Disappointed eyes. Those disappointed eyes. I feel ashamed. Oh, I feel the shame of those disappointed eyes. Disappointed eyes. Disappointed eyes. Disappointed eyes. Fudge the first line there, but that's a pop song. Thank you.
World famous Bobby
I've
Mack.
been practicing and I still fucked up that first line. How'd that
American
go?
classic. It's on the fly, man.
I know.
Still sounds good.
So come see me. I ain't playing nowhere.
I loved it. I played a show in Marfa, Texas,
Oh.
because a band dropped out and the band I was on tour with needed somebody to open, so I played just guitar and sang. And I hadn't played in over a year, and it's so fun to play out.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to just do it. So
Songwriting.
I'm honored you did it.
It's
But that
weird.
song's good. I'm guessing it's
I
called
mean,
Disappointed Eyes.
It is.
Oh, you were talking to me about this at like
Was
Conti or something.
No, I was at the observatory.
Or
I would
was it?
say. So I was like, yeah, I want to play a song in the show. And it's like, what if, you know, came out quick enough. It's simple enough. Whatever. I'm happy.
I like it though. It's very.
I'm happy with it.
It's got a poppy structure, but it's good.
Yeah, totally. There's other ones too, but I mean, I like the country shit. I like the country songwriting. That's my favorite.
What kind of stuff? What are you talking about?
Just like you take a couple three four chords and it's just like everybody's played them before, but you make it your own.
Yeah, I like.
That's my favorite.
I'm really into more of like Flying Burrito Brothers right now.
Ooh,
And,
yeah, me too.
It's got a country side to it. I'd definitely say it's more
Right,
honky tonk. I don't know.
It's Americana. It's California country. Graham's
California
got
country.
an incredible voice. My God, that guy would make me cry in a heartbeat.
His version of Wild Horses
I
too.
know.
Oh, so
And
good.
it's funny because I'm sure I feel like the Stones wrote that song. They would have not wrote that song if they didn't know Graham. I feel like in some ways because the country influences were coming in real heavy. They were hanging out, him and Keith. They were like tearing up the town. There's awesome pictures of them in LA. You know, people talk about traveling in time. I wish I would have been there.
Man, that's another one we lost too early.
Should play that song in the beginning. That would have kicked it off real good.
But yeah, I appreciate you playing some tunes for us, man. That's why I love this shit, because you just get together with friends and people can play you something that did not exist before that person.
Yeah,
That's weird, huh?
It's a trip comes out of them. Yeah. Sometimes they come out. Sometimes they sputter.
Yeah, I had a while where
It's-
I was not having anything come out.
But it's the best feeling when they do come out.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. There's really like, it doesn't last long. It really doesn't last long. The fucking sit transit gloria. You know this
Mm-mm.
Latin term.
Mm-mm. What is it?
Sit transit gloria.
Sit transit gloria.
It means glory fades.
It does. It gets tarnished.
Learned it from Rushmore. What's that dweeb?
Rushmore? You mean the Wes Anderson movie? There's a Wes Anderson book right there too.
I saw it.
Yeah.
What's the dweeb's name?
The actor in real life.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see.
I should know it.
Yeah, I
one
know who
too
you're
many
talking about.
Modelos. Don't worry about it. But anyways,
No, I wanna
he
see,
said it, and there's not many.
Who knows that guy's name?
There's not much I think about getting tattooed, but that phrase for such a funny movie, that phrase comes back to me all the time. It does fade. The second you do something really good or happy, like it's gone with it. For me,
Jason Schwartzman.
Jason Schwartzman, it's gone with it. You know
Yeah.
how long?
Do you
does
have any tattoos?
Feeling good. I have one stick and poke from Ricky Gage, lead singer of the Memories and the White Fang, Nar Tapes, and he gave me a stick and poke after South by Southwest back in 2013. It's the Nar Tapes flower. I got it on my arm. Right there. That's it. I've never felt enthusiastic about
nice.
tattoos. Thank God. I mean, because I'd probably have some dumb shit on my body.
I've got some dumb shit on my body, but I love it.
That's part of life. I
got
it's just manifesting the physical.
no dice banner because I was drunk off tequila watching
That's sick as fuck.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
That's awesome.
So I had my girlfriend do it.
I don't know what you're talking shit about because that's awesome.
Look at how lame this is. It's so great. It's gonna get blurry when I get close, but dumb tattoos are the best. I'm talking right now, and there's gonna be some kid out there that gets like the dumbest tattoo. Like I had this friend that has fuck right here, but in like really fancy writing. Just fuck. Okay.
Yeah. There's worse. They're worse.
Do they need meanings? No.
Tattoo. You know that song by The Who, Tattoo?
Mm-mm.
No? Oh my god, it's one of the best songs about tattoos ever.
Is it like a parody song?
No, it's just it's about like the thrill of getting a tattoo, how it'll always be with you, like longer than a lot of people.
Yeah,
you know, it's weird. It sticks with you.
You know, I always thought it was weird because my biological father died in a drunk driving accident.
Oh shit! Fuck,
and
man, you never told me that.
Yeah, and I didn't know he was living in Texas for most of my life, but I didn't know until after he died that he had my initials like really big on his back, and I just always thought about like that was on his dead body, and then that as his body deteriorates, like that stuff is deteriorating with it. It's just so weird. Tattoos are weird because they'll be on you and you're dead, and you do.
Yeah.
I mean,
we should tattoo our bones.
So
they
that's
last
what
a
I
little
was
longer.
thinking about. It's like people say tattoos are permanent. And it's like, no, they're not. If you like engrave in your bone, that's pretty permanent. I mean, even that will fade away eventually, but they last a long time.
Yeah, totally. What can we do? Have people love to make themselves last longer than they actually are here. It's a fucking
that's
funny human obsession that we all have.
Trying to make something permanent.
Writing
becoming
songs.
An artist. Just that. Now you just live streamed a song and it'll forever be in the internet. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you, Drew.
It sounded good to me, man. So what do you we're at the end here, so let's you got any shout outs? Anything you want to say? What are you gonna be up to?
DJ every Thursday at 2J's Lounge in Fullerton, California, right off Harbor on the 91. I got no other major events in my life coming up, but if you see me, come say hi to me. I work at Burger Records right now. I'm there Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday from 11 to 4. I got short hours, and I love it. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck. Trying to figure out. And
trying to figure it all out. Huh?
I've been if you ever get the chance to read some Thomas Pynchon, I hope I'm saying his name right. No one ever told me how to say it right, but I think that's how you say it. Read it. The book V is blowing my mind. I think I haven't finished it.
I think it's blowing my mind.
I don't even know what it's about, but I think it's about the answers we all seek.
I feel it. Well, I guess my last things to say are thanks for listening, and that I will make more of an effort to make some of these podcasts more chat-based to interact with more people that are doing the live stream chat room stuff. I would definitely love to, get some friends around here and drink beers and talk shit with all you crazy chat room people.
Please do.
So we're going to do that in the future. And I'm going to broadcast it once again because this is how I make my living. This is how I pay my bills. If you would like to get a t-shirt, you can get them at www.thepsychicwave.com. Psychic Wave is also a screen printing company, sometimes a band, mostly a podcast. But if you'd like to support, send you a shirt, print them myself. Thank you very much.
Where can they send a postcard to?
A postcard?
Yeah, if you so do.
Don't send me any postcards. No more fan mail.
No
please.
more. No more, as Ringo Starr once said.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you being
Thanks
on.
for having me again.
Yeah, thank
Drew.
you.
Much appreciated.